money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi. A few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play there on the first play of the game. 44 yards.
All right, now look at 56.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their 36-yard line. There's Garoppolo to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your in the hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones.
Hello?
Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony.
Hello?
These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business. Handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break no bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists.
Hello?
And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What?
Hello?
Tell me something I don't know.
Miss Don, can you hear
Tell
me?
me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax.
Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. Oh! Relax, 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 relax. What?
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know.
Hello?
What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, game in the chokehold.
Man, I'm cool as hell, bro. Damn.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium. Like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers.
Hey, you on the mic? If you are, I can't hear you. Oh, okay. All right, bet. All right. Yeah.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Jerick McKinnon now to return.
Hey, yeah. Okay, so
here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Right now would be, are you taking any medication? Okay, all right. So if you're taking medication, then I have to know what kind of medication you're taking, because that's very important. But if I know that, then I can definitely help you out. But I need to just know what kind of medication you're taking, because I have to make sure it doesn't interact with the stuff that I'm gonna recommend to you. But hey, once you start taking that, man, you ain't even gotta worry about. Taking the.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
I'm sorry.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Because
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. Okay. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Okay, yeah. Take
After
that to
the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let me ask you something. How your diet? How you eating?
Now a play fake. Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
It cures it too. This tea costs like $80 though.
So the sack of Garoppolo.
And I'm going to send you that information.
And now what can they come up with
what
on
I was
3rd
just
and
going to
long?
give you was the tea and
looking to throw, Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to... And the defense loses him. It's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Good play.
And that one results in 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, Garoppolo. This is Shepard on the catch. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Your offense is different. We'll say that.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. A dump off to Elliott. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there.
With them, hold on.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the first points of the night belong to our home team as they're able to take the opening kickoff and at least get 3 points out of it.
Yeah, and that helps the crowd, right? Helps people feel good about why they're there watching this game. They move the ball well on their opening drive.
Definitely understand that shit. But that's how it be, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Shit, bro. My life done changed, bro. When my boys got here, shit, bro. It was just... I was busy. I was so busy, man.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Gone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
I had that great season in there.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position, what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end,
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Solomon Thomas in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it'll bring up third down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Dude, keep coming back.
Not one that I've ever met.
A gain of 6 there on first.
I'm doing baseline. Watch this. I'm doing baseline. That's it. All right, once he gets set, they're supposed to be straight, right? But you see how they backed off? And then if I show blitz, right? Okay, answer. Man. All right, here we go.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. Garoppolo looking very comfortable running this Niners offense. He's got a 1st and 10.
What they back
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. It's
They're behind it.
That one goes for 24 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out...
You can't get payback? Yeah, you do over it. I ain't gonna lie, you do over it, because I had to know that for a minute now. Ooh. Alright, let's go, guys.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, gun. 21.
Now Elliott.
Oh my God.
He was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal.
Oh
and
my
across
God.
the goal line into the end zone.
Who's your running back?
Touchdown
Ezekiel Elliott?
49ers.
Oh shit.
Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers had 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
You said you got some wide receivers?
This is taken at the 3.
I never had no wide receivers, bro.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Carolina getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points. Big time. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
They at like...
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And now he'll tuck it and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards,
I'm up,
1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. In on the stop defensively.
They were
McMillan.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Yeah, you listen the hell out of me. Hey, you be over, you play a lot of coverage. I said, you gonna blitz the shit out of me then. Okay.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Get my groove, man. Get my groove, man.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
You want to see me do good, man?
Detroit! Gone!
I think I might got you on this one, though.
All right, now look at 56.
Unless you sack me.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
They got their Tebow something else, man.
Over! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Gone!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Beat me.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. And on the ground they go with the running back. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you want.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd down. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
What do you like to call me?
13.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo.
Yes.
And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now onto the field, here come the Panthers. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to be 49er football. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Yeah, like we playing like we lost our last game. Here we go.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo.
Yes.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
20, 13.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
But yeah, man, that stuff, man, I'm telling you, man, this stuff will really help you, man. For real.
11. Go ahead.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
There you go, boo-boo. Hey, boo-boo.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6.
But this about
45 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. Caught left side by Funchess. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just about on his own goal line.
You know what else is fake in this game? Like you can't have your kick and your corner can't be the same person.
And taken right on the 30. So we've hit, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3 matchup. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down.
Oh, my God.
Overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team, We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
All right, let's take it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, DB. Once he go to beat Stone. Yeah, I got to beat him. I can't let him beat him. I can't let him beat him. You in here watching him. I can't do that.
Back to throw here. Taking a shot for Samuel.
Boy.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The problem? I remember now. So what?
The Panthers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Just a second
They
ago.
pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Thought he was going to walk the dog.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff.
Oh, my
But
God.
still, a lot of guys to account for.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
That pass low,
right
then that
along with you
cornerback come back
because
under that
the
and pick
spot
that
they're
shit
in
out.
now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Gone! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On 1st down, Garoppolo from left side, caught by
He catching everything.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner 1st down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo steps away to his left. That is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can break up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
23 yards on the play. Garoppolo 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
That's good, man.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11.
13, 11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew that he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And the Panthers coming out now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Looking to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. So the long intent falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Desperate goddamn need. You ain't never lie.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep and got his man complete. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Go, Stone. Here I come, Stone. Here I come,
for the
goddamn.
score. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for two here.
Detroit!
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points.
Good job. Give me a high five, son. Yeah. You gotta come back.
Gano out to kick this one away.
Hey, Stone, where you live at? Where you live at?
To return, it's McKinnon.
Do you like the Panthers?
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Yeah, here you go. Go for it. Hold up them fours, baby. Hold up them fours, baby.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. To throw is Garoppolo.
Oh, boy, good play. I made a better one.
Good contain, no gain on the screen. It'll bring up 4th down.
Good job, Rudy. Oh, you go for it, that's here, yeah. Like I said,
have to punt it away, trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
So you something different.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo.
Didn't get it. You didn't get it.
To the right point set
It'll be a great
to
defense,
Kittle.
baby.
And now this
Great
is going to be
defense, baby.
close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, you talk
thought
about
you were
not
gonna break
playing
that
it
house.
safe. Why
Thought you
were
were.
they
Who's
going for it there,
That was
Charles?
Zeke,
It's
right?
got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their
Oh,
defense in
okay.
this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody's
Bro,
like,
what?
why'd you go for
Man,
it
he's
there?
throwing that
I think he
goddamn-
just thought to
he's throwing
himself,
that downfield
on the other
now,
side,
boy.
if they hit the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride.
Lock
And you can pick
on.
up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll wind up
far as I
losing
would
3 yards
get
here.
back in these
And that's
games,
going to make it 4th down.
Plus, you not seen all my goal line plays. I play your ass twice a season. I seen all of them. I can't trick you.
Right through.
I was
And
going
in
to go
the
for it
fourth
if I could have
quarter,
read my
this game
plays.
is
I was like, you
tied.
know what? Nah.
I tell you, the life
we
of a
stopped you, you
kicker.
got the point.
He has
Let's
not
keep
been
it
called
moving.
on the entire game. He's over there by the net,
I'm
but
let-
they
I'm let
send
you
him
make
out here in the
mistakes,
4th
Tom.
quarter
Let
and
you
say,
make
hey, go
mistakes.
tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Let's see if I
The
can do it.
49ers offense making its way back out there. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Bullshit.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And this is going to be
Lead
intercepted.
through that shit. I didn't think you
Picked
gonna
off at
throw
the
it.
46.
You son of a bitch. I can't see. Oh, no. Did it come out?
To the 30.
Oh, I thought you had it. Nah, I hit
That
the wrong
interception
button.
happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the
I hit
pocket
the
and panics a little bit.
PlayStation button.
And
I was like,
receiver
oh,
doesn't make
please
sure
don't
he's
put it
absolutely
out.
in an open spot.
Oh.
So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
I
Gotta
thought you
know
were
that you're open,
throw it. You
otherwise
playing
just
safe all
don't do
game.
it.
Derrick Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Bud, what you doing? You choke on your spit? All right. All right. Let's go, baby. We need this touchdown. Put this game. Put the pressure on Stone. What you in out here, Stone? What you in out here? Man, why you didn't tell me?
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Oh, shit. Let's see if I... That's down cover 3. I hate this defense. I hate this fucking defense.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
We gonna play it safe.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Gano's kick is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long way from over.
You might definitely puts a lot of pressure. I ain't pulled it out yet, but you probably gonna pull that thing out.
Happy to be out there trying to do so.
I can't lose from
But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey. 20.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Hey, we need some first down, baby.
What it was being shot
we need some first down, baby. On that key I'm talking about, it's called the old patch, and I'm gonna send you a picture.
Fielded at the 33.
What the fuck was that?
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Lock him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Touchdown, we money.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout.
All right, come on.
But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
That was control field. Hey, that's cold blooded, bro. That's cold. That's cold-blooded right there.
Here we go, 3rd and 1.
Yeah, he can't do his
Gut
daddy
check
like
time
that.
on
Man.
both
He can't do
sides.
his daddy like that. You know what?
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Looking right. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 4th down.
Oh, man. God damn. Hell no, we going for it. We go. That shit was fluky. Well, you still got to go a long way to get this touchdown.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go
sure
for it
will,
here
dude.
on 4th down.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
I need this first down. I'm getting something, man. I need this first.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete.
Yeah.
And they're able to work this
I
to the 25
thought you was going to click on it and go get that shit. I was like, oh, he going to knock it out.
Backbreaker.
They let you animate?
Wind up converting there on 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now.
I was trying to goddamn slow it.
Like this all night long.
Dude, I don't know how you so good at this shit, bro. I told Stu, I said,
That'll
bro, this
set him
dude
back
is
with
the
a
best
loss of 3
I
on the
ever
play.
seen, bro. Just
And
shooting
it'll bring
that
up
gap,
a 2nd
bro.
and
You
13.
ain't been on?
Gotta figure the rush is
shit
going to
deadly,
be fierce
bro.
again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Oh, really? Let's open up this Autobahn.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me, bro?
Curtis
You
Samuel,
know
the
what?
intended target, and it's
You know
3rd
what?
down.
You know what?
Boy, you would not see a quarterback of his
I can't,
caliber
dog.
miss
I can't.
on one
I
like that
can't,
very
dog.
often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he
Wow,
misfired.
that dude was
Talk
wide
about
open,
he'll
bro. He
want
threw
that
that
one
sucker
back
with a
all the
mile
time.
in the
He
sky, bro.
definitely wants that one back. And a complete pass on
They,
that
you know what's
last play.
crazy?
That
They
means
won't
they'll
give
need
no
to come
deep
up
ball,
with
but
something
they'll
here on
give
3rd
goddamn
down.
throw power all day. Hey.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it
Oh,
go
this
deep for the
motherfucker
end
threw it
zone.
crazy.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by
Threw
a
it
Keller
crazy, man.
Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will give the football
Way
back.
too close. Way too close. Hold on, boo-boo.
13.
Back to throw.
Yes.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
13.
Oh, shit.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Okay, let's go
Oh,
back
well,
a
that
little
play
bit and
was
see if my
killing me, bro.
schooling comes to the front.
That's a
What's that old
mean-ass
saying?
play right there.
Those who
That play
forget the
right there,
lessons of
that's a
history are
mean-ass
doomed to
play.
repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten
Need to
back-to-back
sack, man.
sacks. I think a double team
Come
may
on,
be
y'all,
in
we need
order.
to
So the
that
sack
old
of
folk need soft
Garoppolo.
shoes.
And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
6. 11.
Come on, man, get that.
21.
We're gonna roll to the right.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, they blocked the hit.
He's going to let it
Oh,
fly.
my fucking God. Give me that.
He's got him in. Complete.
Bro, are you
Garoppolo
kidding
able
me?
to find good one for a
Are you
big
kidding
one.
me, bro? They gave me that
65
far
yards.
angle, bro.
Now they've got to signal that field goal unit,
That's
and they have
some
to sprint out there in a
bullshit,
hurry.
bro.
And this is always difficult on the
I
snapper
shouldn't
because
do
his
that
heart
stupid
rate
shit.
is way
I
up
shouldn't do
there,
stupid
and
shit.
he's got to calm
I
himself
had
enough to
fucking
make an
game.
accurate snap.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer.
My bad,
now,
son.
If the team
I know
receives
Daddy
the ball,
blew that.
scores a touchdown,
He blew.
they win the
He blew.
game.
He
If
blew
they kick
that.
a field goal, though,
He blew the
or
first.
don't score,
We in
the other
overtime.
team gets a possession.
Oh, this
and
ain't.
after
Hey,
both
hold on.
teams
I had
get
to pause this.
possession,
Hold on
then
one
we're into
second.
sudden death. First team to score
I said
wins
the
the
kickoff.
game.
Hold on one second. You got a little agitated.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away.
Oh, getting a short kick. Appreciate it.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty
Hold
good return
it
here
close.
as he'll get it up
All right, give
to
me
the 20.
1 second. Come on, buddy. Why'd I do that dumb shit? I'm back, bro. Go ahead and do this. I gave your ass a shot right that dumbass pass out there.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
Yeah, we want everything, though.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys
you
on
made the
defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way because we're in overtime.
you made the play?
So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? You're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the west.
On third down, Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it.
Boy, I played dumb. Gave you this game. That was dumb as hell. That was dumb. Then they didn't even give me the animation when you threw that deep ball. I don't even really want to play this dumbass game no more. I got a 6'4" nigga and he couldn't jump up and get that ball. Get the fuck out of here. That was over. You threw that shit on. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The game is so inconsistent, bro. It's so fucking annoying. A 6'4" dude and he can't knock the ball down. But if I would have clicked off of him, and I was hitting the whatchamacallit too. If I would have clicked off of him, then he would have gave him the animation
when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This one from 46 yards out.
Did you miss it?
And this one is no good. He missed it. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
I gave you a shot. I gave you a shot, bro. I gave you a shot. I gave you a shot.
You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Where the
fuck is he playing the Took ball, a shot, bro? Couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Man, I can't even get no simple ass shot right now.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! I told you had your shot.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's going to play the flat this time.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Detroit! They'll set up to throw. Throw, but incomplete.
That's some bullshit, bro.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Fuck, bro. I don't even. I don't even care no more. Fuck. I don't even care no more. I hate this fucking game. I be like, dude, I ain't even playing no more. That how the fuck they gonna get tangled up?
For it on 4th down.
Fucking easy ass 1st down, bro. I don't even care, bro.
He'll drop to throw. Funches with a catch over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
That shit, I ain't never seen that shit happen, man.
They'll drop to throw.
Look at this shit, bro.
Flush to his right.
Bro.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Damn, that's a game too, though, dog. Right on the 30. That shit, that's a game.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback.
And
some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
This nigga keep fucking up the route. This nigga wide open. He's fucking it up.
They'll set up a throw. Now he's going to go up top. It's caught at the 10. And finally down he goes.
Shit, I thought
as they
you was
work
gonna
it
blitz.
inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So often in overtime, Charles, games are won or lost on one big play. That might have been that big play right there.
And the ability to execute it despite the stakes, because let's face it, we've been there before, and we've seen guys, maybe they hyperventilate a little bit when it's their opportunity, and not in this situation. They executed it calmly, and they really got it done.
And now they're set up in prime position. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. He's going to get it running right. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They'll give it to him right off the gun. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the timeout comes here.
Trying to kill my dude.
Seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Now the timeout comes here. In the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So it all comes down to the right foot of
Hey, bro,
Graham
I miss this shit on deserve to win, dog. I can't even. I hate this shit, dog. I hope I don't miss this shit, dog. This is crazy, man. I should have got the middle of the fucking field, dog. Hey, I'm finna go take a picture and send you that. That shit. And then send me that medication.
It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal's from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Panthers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.